Men used to go and conquer new villages. When they feel depressed, they fucking sail across the ocean and see what land they fucking find and fucking conquer that shit. So if you're not sad, but you're not excited either, you're not lazy. You're numb. And numbness is a really dangerous thing. A really, really dangerous thing. And they don't tell you that. They don't want to tell you that. And I don't mean to be that conspiracy guy, but hear me out. I really don't think that there's a really big depression epidemic, a male depression epidemic. And I really don't think it's depression per se. It's just that men are numb because we live in different times. We live in a different society, right? And whoever is in charge, whether that's the system or a group of people, the government, the system, or whatever, they really want you to be that numb because you're easy to control. Think about it. Just think about it. If you have, let's say, for instance, hear me out. Here's an analogy. Let's say that you have a group of dogs, okay? Let's say you have a group of 100 dogs, like a little ranch or whatever. You have a group of 100 dogs. And you make money out of those dogs just because they wake up, they exist, they eat, they bark, they do dog things, right? They do dog things. And let's say that some way, somehow you benefit out of those 100 dogs doing dog things, right? You know, waking up, just existing. All of a sudden, let's say you get one new dog into the pack. You add one new dog to the team or whatever. And this dog is different from the rest. How different? This dog is a little bit more driven. He has a lot more energy. It wakes up even early. He eats more. He runs more. He has more drive. Starts fights with other dogs as well. He's just doing more. You know, more dog things, but in greater quantity, right? He has a lot of energy. You know, he has a lot of energy. He becomes like the leader of the pack. And you notice this, but you really don't pay no mind because, you know, it's only one dog, right? And that costs you a little bit more money, right? But whatever. But let's say that this dog is telling the other dogs, or the other dogs feel influenced by this dog, you know, the alpha dog, and they start doing the same thing. They wake up early, they bark louder, they run more, they do more activities, they start procreating more, they start fighting each other, they start doing like more competitive stuff, right? There's gonna be a point where that's gonna cause a red flag to you as the owner of those dogs. Why? Because not only it's gonna cost you more resources and more money, but they're doing the things that benefit you, but they're doing way more. So eventually, this dog, 100 dogs are gonna rebel against you, and it's not the same thing controlling one dog than controlling 100 dogs, right? I think it's the same thing when it comes to humans. So whoever's in charge of all of this system, they don't want men to be that driven. They don't want men to be that strong. They don't want men to be that awake. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that men to be that ambitious man. Because if you think about it, since the beginning of time, in any civilization, in any era, every single revolution has been started by who? By strong men. By men who were driven, by men who had high testosterone, by men who were really convinced of their own ideals, right? The government doesn't want that. No government wants that, because every revolution has been started by men who are not numb. And what's happening now, which really makes sense in my eyes, is that most men are in this state of numbness. They don't want to be, they're out of shape, they're overweight, they're barely working, they're controlled by their wives, they're just in a state of numbness. And what does that mean to the system? They're easy to control. Put some TV, give them some entertainment, give them some sex, give them some endorphins, and they'll be good. Just like the dogs. Give them some food, give them some entertainment, and let them do what they do. It's easy to control. And now when they're like super driven, they don't want men waking up that early. They don't want men to be strong. They don't want men who overthink things. because eventually they're gonna be hard to control them. That's why I really think that a lot of things that used to be illegal before are legal now. I don't have nothing against with people who smoke weed, but there's a reason why weed became legal, because they want. What does weed do to you? It puts you into a mellow state. You're mellow. You're numb. Think about any pothead you ever know. They're usually like really chill. They don't want to do anything. They just want to kick it. They just want to be, oh yeah, dude, yeah. That's how they want you. That's how they want you to be. And that's only one example, right? Think about drugs. Think about alcohol. Think about every single little thing out there. It sells you the idea that in order for you to relax and be happy, you need to drink your beer. You need to eat your junk food. You need to smoke your weed. And they sell you, they're trying to make you think that that's the idea of you, like, for you to be happy, for you to be accomplished. As long as you work, as long as you do your 8 hours, your 10 hours or whatever, you get to chill and relax and be mellow and don't think and don't, you know what I'm saying? But the only thing that causes is men to be numb. Because a man who's numb, who doesn't have any purpose, eventually is gonna become like a lump in life. You're just existing, but you're not doing anything. And if you're a man, is literally, you have literally engraved into your system. You're hardwired to conquer. And if you have nothing to conquer, you're gonna end up depressed. You're gonna end up having a feeling of sadness, of emptiness. But that's not depression. It's just you're just numb. You have nothing to go for. You know, like what male depression really looks like is no tears. It's not that you cry. It's not that men are crying all the time. It's not that it's no motivation. They have no motivation. They have no fire. Talk to any man, the average man out there, and the only thing they want to do is like, oh, I just want to go home and put my feet up, smoke some weed. It's like, what? Like what? That's it? And you don't want to, I don't know, man, like you don't want to move. You don't want to spend time with your kids maybe. Like, and every time I talk to fathers, most of the times when they say I want to spend time with my kids, what they really want to do is just relax and have their kids around. I never hear a dad saying, oh, I wanna go play football with my kids. I wanna go work out with my kids. I wanna go and go to the park with my kids. I wanna be active. No, they don't wanna be active, bro. They just wanna be. They just wanna do whatever they can to not do extra stuff. They have no motivation. They have no fire. Men don't fall apart emotionally. They just shut down. Like that only causes negative impact in your life. There's no other way around it. Eventually, when you do realize that there's something wrong with you because you're sluggish all the time, you have no energy, you feel lazy, and you think that's normal. That's just part of getting older. And you ended up going to the doctor. Some people ended up going to the doctor, and doctor only treats symptoms. They don't treat purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like the doctor's not gonna tell you like, oh, you just. It seems to me that the study's saying that you're lacking purpose. Of course not. The pharmaceutical company, then that's another point. But they're only gonna treat you this, and that. Spend money on that. Consume. Call me in the morning, right? They don't talk about like the lack of mission, the lack of physical challenge. A sedentary lifestyle that affects you in the long run. Honestly, if you have nothing, if you don't challenge yourself physically, if you have nothing to wake up in the morning, like for instance, you wake up in the morning and if you have something more than just work and pay bills, you're automatically motivated. If you go into boxing or jiu-jitsu, automatically, every time in the morning, you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, oh shit, there's jiu-jitsu today. Oh, I'm going to learn this new technique. Oh, man, shit, it's Friday. It's time for, it's Friday. It's sparring, I'm going to do some sparring today. I'm going to do these drills, this and that. Or even if you go to the gym, oh shit, it's leg day. And you wake up and you're thinking about that subconsciously, like, oh man, I got to do these squats later on after work. That by itself already gives you something to strive for. Because you're challenging yourself mentally and physically. Instead of just like waking up and be like, oh God, another fucking day. And you drag yourself to the car and you drag yourself to work and you're going through the motion. You're not even working efficiently because you're just like there. And you just want it to end. You just want it to be Friday. You just want to go back home and then like just sit on the couch and not do anything. Just watch TV. And another thing that really bothers me, dude, is, I don't know, man. Is that not only you lack purpose and you lack motivation and fire to do things in life, but you also find that pleasure in seeing other men fulfill their purposes. How many men? I'm not saying that it's wrong to be a sport fan and cheering for your team and whatever, but most of the men that I talk to, they know everything about their sport team. They know everything about their baseball team, their basketball team or whatever. And they know the names and they know the coaches and they know the statistics and they know everything, right? They don't miss a football game. They don't miss a basketball game. Sitting in the couch and watching them play. It's like, bro, but aren't you like, doesn't bother you the fact that, you've seen these men doing great things, but you're not doing anything yourself? Like you don't have like a little bit of discomfort with the fact that you're just not challenging yourself. Like you're not getting better at anything. Not even your job, honestly, because most of you don't really do better at their jobs, and they don't. They don't. They really don't. They just like live to exist, and that's all they do. That's all they do, and that leads to depression, because as you grow older, I said it once and I said it again, it doesn't get any better. It's only going to get worse. And whenever you want to do something out of your life, it's going to be too late because you're old now. You're old. You might as well just keep enjoying your life. And here's how, there's a couple of signs that you need to be aware of to know that you're numb. And what are they? Well, no ambition is one. No drive. You don't want to do anything. Everything gives you that sense of laziness. And escapism. You're just looking for quick distractions. You're just looking for quick to instant gratitude. You're looking for instant gratitude. You're looking for instant dopamine rushes. Porn, alcohol, scrolling all day. Numbness is a slow death. It really is. And like I said at the beginning of this video, they want you like that. The system really wants men to be like that. They just want men to produce, to work, to produce resources, to keep the infrastructure going, and then back to your box, back to your house, back to your whatever, back to your comfort zone. Good old boy, here's some sex, here's some food, oh look, here's a football show, go. Good dog. That's how they want you. That's how they really want you to be. Easy to control, easy to distract, but at the same time they want to use your energy and use your drive to the things that only benefits them. As long as you go to work, wake up early, carry those bags, work construction, work any blue collar job, be a man, provide, work hard. And after your hours, then go home and chill and whatever. And don't do anything. Don't think about doing anything else. Don't think about making money. Don't think about building a business. Capitalism is only for a few people. Remember, don't think about building a business. Don't get in shape. Just eat your burgers. Eat your burgers, drink your beer, go home, be weak, be average. It's good. It's okay. Just work. But the numbers don't lie. Go look at the stats. How many men are depressed nowadays? That didn't exist back then. It was just, what you call depression nowadays, it was just an uncomfortableness, like a lack of drive, men used to go and conquer new villages. Men used to go and hunt. And when they felt depressed, they fucking sail across the ocean and see what land they fucking find and fucking conquer that shit. That's how you cure depression back in the day. And as we grew older, obviously we live in a little bit more civilized society. We're not killing anybody now. Like we're not burning villages or hunting animals. But at the same time, we're not doing anything. We're not doing anything extra, but anything else than just going to work and provide and pay mortgages, and that's it. We're not challenging ourselves physically. Most men are way overweight, out of shape. They don't think about like doing some extracurricular activities. They don't think about nothing that challenges them, honestly. They have no purpose, or they don't want to build anything, like, you're not meant to just exist, work, provide, and that's it. You should have something that lights the fire inside of you. Training, discipline, hard routines, self-respect. Motion creates emotion, not the only way around. You can't wait till the right day that you feel motivated and then start doing stuff. No, you need to do it right now. And then motivation will come in. Because you don't need saving, bro. You just need direction. And if you find that direction, I promise you everything is going to start making sense and everything is going to start fitting together, and you're not going to feel depressed anymore. That fire that every man has inside of them, is our job to keep it alive. Because no one is going to keep it alive for you. You win it just for motivation. If you're one of the guys that says, it's because I don't have motivation, man. I don't want to do it. You have a lot of distractions around you. Maybe you're smoking a lot of weed. You're eating too much food. You're hanging out with the wrong crowd. You have no direction, nothing to strive for. You're just working, and that's it. You're playing a lot of video games. Like, the world is more than your video games and your pot, and your weed, and your alcohol. The world is out there. It's big. Life is beautiful. Go out there, take a walk. Meet new people. Get out of your comfort zone. Leave some heavy shit. Practice a sport. Get better at something. Don't just sit there and watch other men do great things. Have purpose.